friends. Good morning, Miles.
Morning.
Chad. We didn't plan this. Wait. We didn't plan this. This was spontaneous.
This is what was lined up in the ironing rack.
How's everyone doing? Chad, how's the week been? NFP Friday.
What's up, Michaela? How's it, guys? All good?
NFP Vrydag. Oh, thank you so much. Ek het 'n paar eiertjies hier, julle. So as dit soos poep ruik, Miles, dit is hierdie eiertjies, dis nie ek nie.
Ja, blame the eggs.
Dis die eiertjies.
Blame the Pro Mix.
Pro Mix. Ja, 'n bietjie popcorn.
Right, guys, fresh Tuesday. Chris, how about you open us up in prayer?
Are you
Let's
looking
get
at
this
something?
show in the road.
Okay, so let's pray. I see this man is already on something there. But let's just quiet down here. Father, we just want to thank you for another day. Thank you for bringing us all back safely here today. We pray that you will guide us and lead us. We pray for your wisdom. We pray for your insight. And above all else, we pray that your name will be glorified here today. We also want to thank you in advance for all of the blessing, the favor that you've bestowed upon us. And we also pray that you will be with each and every member watching, each and every member of our community, whatever they're going through, Father, that you will meet them right there where they are at. And we pray that you will just instill a deeper level of faith into them, Father. And we pray this and we ask this, not because we deserve it, because we don't, but purely because of your graces and your mercies that are new every single day. And we ask it in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And if you believe it, Chad, you can drop a amen.
Amen.
Amen. I just want to... Do you want to open us up with your analysis? Is there something hot there?
Possibly on GJ, but we can go for it. We can definitely go for it.
Okay, Miles start.
Well,
Then I
Chris
can grab a
munches his
bite.
ertjies.
Yeah.
Chad, let's get straight into this on pound yen. Okay, so this is the thing for me personally on pound yen. That major level of 195 is holding. We can clearly see since last week we are holding this level quite well. Breaking out of that area last week, immediately dumping us back in. Then yesterday's candle starting to break those lows, not closing beneath, but breaking those lows, giving us a large wick. The idea is going to be that if we can re-break the current daily low, we can run a number and drop right through to wick fill that. So that is what I'm going to be looking at this morning. Obviously, if we go ahead and break current daily highs and previous daily highs, we can look to long and use this level of dynamic support to actually ride into 195. So let's go down to the lower time frame, such as our 4 hour, and we'll see that we have this key area for me over here. It's 194. It's a psychological number as well. This is the break. This is the retest. If we are to break the current daily lows, there's a high anticipation that price will roll over to 192,500. So for me personally, I love the shorts. I think the shorts is gorgeous. It's just a matter of breaking those lows and then we can get involved. Then driving down to that 30-minute. If it can load, let's give a second there. Okay. Access is being a bit slow. So the idea there's that level of dynamic support right there. It's going to be a simple 30 or 15 close beneath the level. Retest. Absolutely stunning range on the left hand side, giving us that minor little LTA for us to then use this as a support that is broken in new resistance, and then for price to drive down in alignment with that 30-minute also being bearish. That's the idea. I love the sales, but let's say, for example, that doesn't come to fruition and we have an alternative play. The thing is, for me, I can't do a type 2 off of these lows just because you are overall bearish. So it's going to be me needing to wait for the current daily highs to break and then I long it. Let's go back to that 4 hour and understand what we are seeing from that point. We've got liquidity on the left hand side at 194, as I've mentioned. If we are to trade back above that round number, which is a cycle level for me, retest it, we'll anticipate that the LTA on the left hand side can be used, and then we drive over to 195. So I love the idea that we also have a range on the left hand side. Can you see the range? So it's going to be simple, just a re-entry into that range, retest, and a drive. So for me personally, the buys can definitely happen. I just prefer the sells. But if the buys come to play, I will be taking it. So this is the following ranges that we have here. Walker, Texas Ranger. Here we have our no trade range. Here we have our relatively safe sells. I see the sells as pretty safe this morning. And then up here we got the aggressive buys as that time frame starts to flip. The aggressive play for my aggressive boys there would obviously be the engulfing right now in the next 5 minutes on the 15. For price to close about there, your next candle to pretty much grab liquidity and start flipping to drive to the upside. Personally, I don't want to be that aggressive this morning. I'm going to be waiting for price to break 193.930. Let's call it cycle level 194. So that's my idea over there. Relatively straightforward. Looking then on Goldilocks, it's one of those days, once again, where it is close your eyes and buy. But the timing is of the essence. So, 4 hour, I have my 4 hour zones, and I'm dropping down quick on time frame because it's going to be a simple 30-minute idea where you have price driving, pulling back, holding, driving, pulling back, holding, right? So here's the thing. We need to wait for resistance to form over there, right? Then once I can break above that, I can then long into that next level of QP. So it's that or price to come back down to support, and I look for that type 2 longs into that resistance. So that's the idea there. Waiting for that 15 and 30 minute to start giving me that resistance point and then longing. Now, if we look to the left hand side, we do have a type 2 that I set up. The thing for me is that I don't like it that it was such an aggressive pullback to that level of support. The reason is because there could still be possible buyers within the market. So the type 2 for me would be buys above the previous 15. So something like this would be the play, right? So that would be the idea. But here's the thing, Chad. If you take your time and go back to last year, I think it was around June, June, May, around that sort of area there, you'll notice that this is pretty much the same idea when we see that the candlestick increments is now way larger. Look at this one candle. This one candle alone is almost 80 pips. That's ridiculous. So for me, I'm going to need to be very, I wouldn't say cautious, but a bit more conservative when I look at my entries, because remember, I use a fixed 30 pip stop loss. So I need to understand that today might be a day where I actually need to risk a little bit more. But then also with that risk being a little bit more, I have to do something which I don't like doing, which is taking more than 10. because obviously if I'm going to be risking about 40 odd pips right now, for me to grab 10, my risk calculation isn't out. You understand? So that's the thing for me. On this entry, if I do get involved with gold, I need to make sure that I get the perfect entry, just because that candlestick increments is much larger. But the idea is there. You want a resistance to form. You want tries to trade above and then long it into the left-hand side. And then obviously on the contrary, if it pulls all the way back down, we can look for longs off of this position. Sells for me personally is only going to happen beneath 31.25 because then I'm back in the range. So that's my little rapid fire analysis. Very straightforward on both pairs. Obviously, Gigi is the one that I'm going to be targeting first. But other than that, guys, over to Chris.
All right, Miles, beautiful, beautiful. Chad, audio good? Audio should be good. Let me know. Wait, let me just give myself a little bit more here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alrighty, let's get straight into the economic calendar. First things first for me. Alright, Chad, today we already spoke about this week. NFP, obviously everything is leading towards NFP. But specifically today we had some monetary policy statements out of Australia. We don't really trade any Aussie correlated pairs. Then we also have manufacturing PMIs coming out of the Eurozone. That is, let me just get the time zone right here. Let's just get the time zone back to where it should be. All right, there we go. 10 to 10. Italy, France, I don't know, my screen's blacking out here. 11 o'clock, we've got CPI coming out of the Eurozone. That's going to be quite a big one. Expecting inflation to soften by 0.1%. little bit later, we've got global manufacturing PMIs of the US, and then also ISM. The screen. Okay, quite a bit of data coming out of the US a little bit later, so we're going to jump straight into the technicals here. All right, Chad, on the daily, let's look at the dollar. I spoke to you guys yesterday and I said I'm still effectively bullish if we can hold outside of this W bottom range. And yesterday, breaking into that zone, holding it. So I'm still bullish, guys, while we hold above that zone. And now what I want to see is on the lower time frames. What is the lower time frame telling me? The lower time frame already breaking from Asia lows. Now, very simple for me. If we are going to hold above this weekly pivot level and this Asia high level, we could see a very nice continuation to the upside. Relatively sideways for the most part, but it does look like we're trying to start posting some bullish price action here on the dollar. Very simple for me. Asia highs weekly pivot. That's what I'm going to be looking at. Nasdaq on the other hand, let's look at the daily. Let's see what is happening there. We spoke about it, the weekly being bearish, but now also looking at this. Yesterday taking a previous daily low and now effectively closing bullish. And I want to say if we can start to hold back inside of this range, then I do think we can get quite a nice pullback. Otherwise, what's going to happen is this is going to be our area of resistance and we could consolidate here before the next leg lower. All right, so I'm going to be cautiously bullish on the day. And can I say CB, cautiously bullish? Let's call it CB, cautiously bullish. And the reason I'm cautiously bullish is that if we can start to hold above that zone right there, which is also yesterday's high, I do think we can get a bit of a deeper pullback. All right, so that is why I'm cautiously bullish. I'm going to say don't take Asia highs. Wait for this zone, Chad. That is going to be your zone to monitor. If we reject there, very likely we can come down to Asia lows. All right, US 30 on the daily. Let's check the daily out. Daily also very, very interesting for me because we spoke about two levels. We spoke about the yearly pivot there. Yesterday holding above it and now closing back inside of this range. So now effectively this becomes our range for the day. If I just take off my indicator there, indicator loading, we can go from here to there. So that's going to be our range high. This is going to be our range low. All right, daily about to flip bullish. So I'm also cautiously bullish on this if we can stay above that zone. Looking on the lower time frames, what do we have here? Let's just put back our indicator. We've got that daily zone currently holding. Chad, I actually took a position before. I just want to show you guys before the stream opened, and I'll break it down for you guys now. This was part of the indicator that is just absolutely doing numbers. I don't even know if we can give it to the public, but that is me out. Took some longs. I'll go through the trade now, but that's trade for you indicator. I don't know, Chad. I might retire at the end of this week, but anyways, let's get straight back into the charts. I'll go through that afterwards. So I'm cautiously bullish. That level held weekly pivot, and now Asia highs we're going to need to monitor. Then jumping over to gold. Let's quickly check gold here. Still super bullish. There's nothing as of yet. Still bullish. Still just flying to the upside. It's just a case of how do we get involved. Now Asia highs nipped, and I actually have two zones that I'm going to monitor for gold. It's going to be these Asia high levels. And then we've got this zone right here. Yesterday where we started to falter, that was right there. So I'm just going to monitor these two zones. I'm not going to take anything in between. I'm going to wait either for breaks or holds here, or I'm going to wait for rejections above there. But other than that, gold inside here for me is absolute no trade range. A GBP USD on the daily. We spoke about the daily quite clearly. where I said this is effectively our daily range high, range low. So now we've rejected that range high, and now I would expect price to continue down. Remember yesterday I said I'm still super bullish on the dollar, and now I actually want to see if we can get involved with any shorts here. So Asia has taken, price now at Asia lows. This is not really what I like, because we want to effectively first see a impulsive move, then the retest. So I'm going to say GU for me is a no trade day, just purely because we've got no advantage point. We've taken the highs, we've taken the lows. I'm not going to get involved with this at any stage or at any time, so I'm not even going to waste my time on that. GJ, on the other hand, let's quickly look at GJ on the daily. GJ daily, also very interesting. There's that level we spoke about yesterday. And the tricky part with GJ is that we're still currently holding above that 200 daily EMA. And if I just take off all of these indicators here, and we look at it from this perspective, you can clearly see that we've got a level of resistance, support, now potentially resistance again. And then we've got a level of demand down here. So yesterday closing bearish. And if we stay below yesterday's high, I would expect this wick to fall to the downside and to go test that area of demand. So I'm going to be leaning towards the bear side. It's just a case of what is the lower time frame showing me. The lower time frame is showing me that we are still consolidative within the Asia range. We've got that daily zone up there. We've got the Asia lows down here. And effectively, this for me is not something I like. So I would purely look at either the way that it's setting up, buys above here. That is the potential we've got, buys above that level. Screen is black again. Or potential rejections. So if I'm bearish, I would actually love to see something like this. Then we can take it all the way down to Asia lows. Otherwise, if we start holding above that level, that's the previous daily high, we all know that is quite bullish, and that's going to mean that we are now flipping back to the upside, and then we can start taking it from 194 all the way even to 194.75. So that could be a very nice range to trade into the upside. But effectively, while we are inside this, I cannot really do anything. I either need to see some type of support here at the bottom, or some type of resistance, or some type of breakout, because this is all consolidative ranging that's building up for a liquidity move. All right. Coming back to the trade that I took, if you go here, I just want to show you guys quickly. That trade was taken based off the idea that we were holding the EQ weekly pivot. And as this candle closed outside of that zone, executed it right here. And just went for these little minor highs here, because this was consolidative. I don't know if it's going to flip to the upside or to the downside. And that is purely just off that weekly pivot level and taking those range highs there. So part of the indicator that's going to launch, it's going to give you all of the stop losses, the take profits, all of the rest, but you don't want to miss out on that, Chad. All right. But Miles, that is the rapid fire analysis. Let's quickly look at Bookmap here. It's honestly going to be a game changer for many of you guys. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a game changer. It's going to take a lot of the emotion out of the trading. It's nothing that you guys don't already know. I just feel like in the indicator form, it's just going to take all of the emotion away. So, yeah, hope you guys are excited for that. Project G members will obviously get it first and foremost before anyone else. It's pinned there, my brother. It's pinned there. And, yeah, Chad, trade for you.
Okay, 5 minutes to London open.
Your screen, Miles.
I want I just want gold to close back above this resistance. We have the resistance form now. If this candle can close above there, we have a very early trade. So this candle can now go and close something like that. I'll have an early position.
Brian, if you've got nice feet, it will only cost you 2 pictures for Miles. He likes a big toe with a little bit of hair on it, so make sure not to trim those hairs on the big toe. He likes them quite curly as well, so if you can curl them a bit, that's what it's going to cost. Miles, you feel that's fair, eh?
Yeah, definitely, but need some toe pomade. Some pomade for that toe hair.
Pro Mix.
Give it that Superman curl.
No, Brian, it initially will only be for Project G, and we'll run it with Project G, and then a little bit later we'll see how we make it available. There's no rush to make it available. Against popular belief, we currently don't have an IB deal, so I see some of the guys saying we're trying to promote an IB deal or IB link. We currently don't have any IB deals, unfortunately. So, it's like everything we do here, Miles. It's purely for the community. Our mindset always starts with the community. We don't start our mindset with how much money we can make off something. That's we obviously play it reverse. We first start with how much value can we give to the community, and if there's a potential to monetize it in a way, then we'll do it. But yeah, unfortunately, no IB deals yet. So if you're a broker owner, reach out to us. We're keen for some IB deals. That seems to be the thing.
With a nice link.
With a nice IB link. The weird thing is then you say that, and then in your profile, it's all just IB links. Have to join here, have to trade this, have to... It's weird. It's weird. I don't want to get into it. But let's quickly look at Bookmap. Let's quickly look at Bookmap here. What is the order flow doing? So currently on NASDAQ, order flow is about 117 cons from this morning, around about 6 o'clock. We've got quite a nice point of control a little bit lower here. So let's go there. Alright, so that's quite close to VWAP as well. Order flow is somewhat bullish. Looking at US 30, what is the order flow doing here? This is all the way back to 6 o'clock as well. Order flow still negative, even though we're trading above VWAP. We've got a very nice point of control from where I took that trade a little bit earlier this morning. And we are currently establishing a point of control where we are at now. So barely negative, nothing too much, but this zone right here is starting to build some volume. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then on gold, a lot of sell volume here. Weirdly enough, Miles, a lot of sell volume.
I said resistance.
Lot of sell volume, almost 1,100 cons to the downside, and we've got a very simple point of control where we are at now, and then a little bit higher. Okay, so I'm gonna load us some additional data here. What time is it? 9 o'clock. Let's do 6 hours worth of data. Miles, you happy with 6?
Yeah, 66.
Sexy correctie. Biggie popcorn. Chad, I laughed so hard last night. That guy Liam Stoffberg, his POV when the colored accent drops. And what phone is that? Yeah, dude, I got it last week. It's the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Come on, I didn't mix it. Just, dude, my wife's like, what's going on? I'm like, yes, look at this legend. Okay, chat markets are about. Okay, chat markets are open and in motion, baby. Let's get ready for the session. Ding, 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 ding. Round 3, fight.
Round 1, fight!
Okay.
Okay, Chad, we have the bottom wick on GJ. Let's play this game of volume. Flip of the current 30. I'm going to go for the wick fill on the left hand side. So for me, I'm doing buy stops 193, 787.
What does IB mean? It means introductory, what? Introducing broker. Introducing broker, I think. Grab my IB. Sending now will add my gold touch. Interactive broker. No. I am actually busy now that you guys talk about it. Interactive broker. But this is something on an institutional level. It's not a retail level. Chris, any plans for 24-hour stream again? Nazam, we do want to plan that. It's just we're treading water here, my dude. We're treading water. If you're a good IB, get a car like Zax. Who's Zax? There comes the IB link. Interactive broker. No, this is actually, I can't, chat, sorry, I can't disclose this. This is quite big. This is something that's quite big. But yeah. I've never heard of have you heard of Zaki?
Guys, here's the thing with the gold as well. I'll be definitely keen on taking some longs if this 30 can close above 31, 38. And then on GJ, we have no top wick. We have created the bottom wick. So if this candle's going to go ahead and flip, I will be entering 193, 787. Okay.
Chad, our Muslim brother Laik is back. Nutritech stole him for 3 months at the start of the year. I had to fight for him. So the first interview we had, I don't know if you guys have met Laik. He looks quite serious and stuff. And I think he had like his second name was Muhammad or something. It's like, but everyone calls me Laik. And I'm like, is it fine if I call you Muhammad? And in the interview, I said something like "Salam alaikum," and then he looked at it and I'm like, sorry, dude. I'm like, you don't have to work here, but I like what we got here. Looks like Chris is floating, no body, just the head, dude. That's what we're going for. Chris, ever thought of opening? Dude, I would love to own my own broker. It's just, it's not as easy as it was many years ago. Looking back, 2017, 2018, I had the opportunity to buy 33% of IFX brokers for 3 million. At that stage, they were struggling. That was the peak of JP Markets. JP Markets was literally crushing every single broker there was. And Peter and Acker and Hanley, we sat here this spur year in Cape Road at a meeting. And I'm like, dude, but why would you sell 33% of your broker if it's doing well for 3 million? And he's like, no, there's a shareholder that want to get out, this and that, da. And if I knew that JP Markets was going to close down and actually basically save IFX. JP Markets closing down for that time actually saved a lot of brokers and put a lot of brokers on the map. If I had that foresight, 3 million, that 3 million today would be close to, you can almost say 600 million.
Sure.
So yeah, opportunity missed. As soon as JP Markets closed, phoned them up, said, hey, 33% still up for the table. He says he wouldn't even sell it for 150 mil. I said, all right, beautiful. See you at the cross, my brother. Chris, did you... until I haven't even checked, my bro. I haven't even checked. Chris, what's the volume on NAS looking like on Bookmap? Super bullish. Super bullish. Yeah, you can see just a very, very big spike here. Massive spike. So super bullish. But just also note we are trading quite a bit away from this VWAP level, so it could start to retrace at some stage, but it is at this stage very. Yeah, no, IFX is doing very well, Chad. IFX is doing very well. Any broker, if you run your broker well, it should do well. There's no need for a broker to not do well. Brokers do very, very well, guys. I don't think you understand how much money a broker really makes. It is. The only issue now is that the market in SA is quite flooded. There's brokers. There's almost more brokers than IBs at this stage. So that's the one issue. The second issue is from a regulatory point of view. It's going to cost you around about 2 million before you even got off the ground. And then from an operational point of view, it's going to cost you around about 600,000 to 700,000 rand a month. So you're looking at least about 12 million for your first year. And then you still have the chance that you are going to fail horrifically. So yeah, Miles told me I'm blocked. Chris, where's XM from like originally? XM, I think, is also from, most of the brokers sit in Limassol, Cyprus. XM is quite big on XM. I don't know if you guys saw XM sponsors the One Formula One team as well. And XM's got a very big tech division as well that actually provide tech for brokers. So as much as they are in the retail trading space, they've got a very big broker tech division.
But yeah, no, I'm not in. I'm still waiting. I need to see this candle flip. If the candle can flip, I'll be in, obviously. But as it is right now, I'm not in.
There's biggest broker currently, retail broker, is XNES, based on their volumes. ATFX is also big. They're in the top 5, not more in the Asian markets. Had a chat with Lyndon White. He's I think they're CEO for the South African division. They're also quite big. Top 5, yeah, there's some big boys. Yeah, they also launched a prop firm.
And then on GJ, if it's going to break these lows, I will remove those buy stops.
Yeah, ATFX has got a very nice team, Chad. I had a call with them a couple of weeks ago. Very, very nice team. I know some of the people that work there, so very, very solid people there. I can honestly not say a single bad thing about ATFX. Chris, have you heard of the Christian broker? No, no, man. For real now. Leonard White also. Brian, yeah, here's the thing though. The broker space is not like your regular corporate. If you work for a broker for 3 years, in a normal world that's almost like 10 years at a company. So the time spans are very, very short. It's a very fast-paced industry. So something that looks like broker hopping to you is quite normal. I know the what did I want to say? CSO of Xnest very well. He was the CSO at Primus as well. So the brokers poach one another. So you'll see a guy in 10 years be with 4 brokers, and every time he makes a jump, his salary substantially increases. So. Have you ever heard of STC markets? Hey. STC market sounds aggressive. No, but I think having your own broker would be sick.
Okay, Chad, I'm gonna remove these buy stops. We're trading bearish for quite long, so I think I'm gonna remove those buy stops and wait for the next setup. Gold is slowly coming to play. If we can get closures above these highs, that would be great. You've got 2 minutes to see if you can get that 15 close now. If we can get that close, I'm gonna go long on gold. GJ, I'm gonna now wait until it closes above 193.934.
Yeah, and Tor, I've actually I've been trading with I've got a little test account here on XM, and just been trading the little indicator, the trade for you indicator, and just deposited like $50 just to check it out, and it's been going pretty well. Been going pretty well. Just show you guys quickly here. Obviously we gotta put you guys on here. Just show you. So just deposited $50 there, and sitting at about 230 profit there. Risking about 20 to 30% of that $50. So there's about $300 there. Not doing a challenge or anything, just trading the trade for you indicator. So what is that? 500% return on investment? Yeah, 500. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, just taking these little jabs.
Very nice.
Gavini, XM, my brother. XM. I was actually very surprised to see, I think I told Miles which I think is very innovative, is the XM coin. Do you see that? So while you are trading, you are mining a coin. So we're not mining it. I don't know why I said mining a coin, but so you get coins. So I can. I must be careful now because I can show personal information. Give me 1 second. Was I put the aircon on? Are you cold? So I just want to show you guys. So while you trade based on your volume, you get this XM coin that you can redeem for cash or for bonus, which I think is there's like different tiers based on your trading volume, which I think is quite innovative. That's something I haven't seen. Something that we are also gonna implement for the Trade For You indicator is something Brian actually talked about it. He mentioned a company to actually give you guys money back on your rebates. So any type of rebate we make, to give that back to you guys. Yeah, there's it. Payback FX. So we are going to do something similar to that, but we won't do 30%. We'll do something like 50, even 100 maybe. There you go, 9k USD for 2G's coin. Brian, so we're gonna actually do something similar for you guys, but it will be more than 30%. Yeah, Veloshny, it's pretty insane, I have to be honest. Alrighty, Chad, US30 in the zone here. Let's see what she does. Bookmap, let's just bring Bookmap on here. US30, as I mentioned, Nasdaq, just be very careful. Point of control a little bit lower. We'll see what she does there. I'm just going to throw on Miles' screen. Try and multitask this. Yeah, Brian, so we actually have a meeting with them. I think it's today or tomorrow, regarding that cashback, regarding the Trade For You indicator and all of that. So we back to you guys as much as possible. Brian, the thing is, the way I look at it is, what is a client? Let's say a client deposits 3,000 Rand. I don't look at the client's worth at 3,000 Rand. I'm thinking, if I can get that client into my ecosystem and that 3,000 Rand can become 50,000 Rand, that client increases in value. So if you give the client tools to do well, for instance, let's say you deposited $50 and for instance that account now sitting at $300. So all of a sudden that 1,000 Rand client is now a 6,000 Rand client. And now you give him the tools to say, hey, here's some tools for you to use to trade. Here's a live stream that you can join to improve your trading. Here's money back from the trades you've taken. So all of a sudden it's a shared valued model. It's not me trying to get as much out of the client as possible. No, it's like, how do we all win? That should always be the mindset. How do we get everybody to win out of a deal?
Looks like Gigi wants to set up as well, but need brakes, boys. Need brakes. To get price out of these areas.
Koop my bot.
Koop hom. Oops.
And that's what brokers are after. They don't want a guy depositing once and he trades once and he blows up and he's gone. That's not. Brokers want somebody that can facilitate traders. And what we've built here, which I feel is unique to the South African community, is an ecosystem where you can join, you get to see Miles trade every day. We're actually trying to make Miles into a bot called the MFX bot, because the MFX bot had a 90% win rate last month. So Miles, I don't know how we're gonna plug you into a hard drive or something, but we want to make Miles a bot.
Mark me a bot. Mark me a bot. Jordan, that's a. I'm sitting and I'm like, that's a brilliant idea. I think we're gonna do something like that. Get a jacket like this, and have it
Put it MFX way.
MFX way. That's dope. I'm gonna do that. This guy and the ideas, solid. Solid. But no, the KW is for Kroonway.
Chad, we just have to wait here at this stage. There's nothing that I'm liking at this stage.
I do like the gold sells if we break this level of support. I can see that happening down to QP. So here you have a little micro area here. Highs, lows, close beneath to roll over and fill all of this.
Is that the Kroon way?
The Kroonway. And then GJ, I need you to close. But nothing wow as of yet. I do feel like markets is waiting for old session sort of vibes, where the volume only comes in later.
And also this is the first day of the new month, so it's usually the day of the last month and the day of the new, that 2 days, almost like a rollover period.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Where guys start to settle in and Kroonway. Should have never told me that.
Yeah, I stopped loss quick this morning.
Stop arenas. I'm not going to be that great. You're going to sell me something. You're going to sell me something. Are you going to sell? I actually feel bad. She sounded sad. She's like, yes, I'm sorry. Sorry, man. I always say that, like, if you're gonna sell me something, I'm not gonna be good. Are you selling me something? Yes, sir. I'm like, hey, that's not good. Because the retest holds on Asia, do you expect price to continue? It could. But I will let you guys know. I'm either looking for price to trade back into the Asia range, and we're going to take the shorts. So I'm just waiting, but you guys will know. I will tell you.
Is that Meta 5? No. This is actually a program that Movember created. So if you sign up under the IB link, we can send the analysis program to you as well.
Jordan, I feel like you shouldn't stop yourself at one trade a day, because I think Miles as well. If Miles takes a stop and the setup revalidates itself, he'll take it again. So I would say not more than 2 a session, but one trade, no, definitely not.
Yeah, two trades a day. If you win the first one, you're done. If you lose the first one, you can take a second trade if it is a valid one.
Because what happens now is you put so much stress on yourself for that trade to do well, because you're like, I only have this one shot. So you almost get nervous. But if you tell yourself, I'm going to give the trade a second chance. Because I got to the stage where I was I wrecked myself to try and be like, this trade now has to win because I only have one trade. And if I lose that trade, I'm going back and I'm journaling and I'm doing a lot of stuff. So because here's the thing, if you think about it objectively, quickly think about this. The trade validation is not based on you taking one trade a day. The market structure will determine if a trade is valid. And if you took a shot at it initially, you get stopped out and that trade revalidates itself and you're not taking it. That for me, I feel, is not having discipline. Now, there's a careful line between machine gunning and giving your trade a second chance. How about splitting one good trade long term in a few small ones? Stofie, are you talking about taking like little jabs at the market, like little scalps when you say one good trade, or do you talk about a swing position taking a little bit off as it goes in your favor? I just want to make sure I understand that question correctly. No, at all. So you can. That is part of why we've got a meeting with XM, is to try and negotiate the spreads. So you can, if you go to a broker and you say, listen, here, my clients only trade gold. I want to give them a raw spread. You as the IB, you're going to make less because the conditions are obviously better. There's less markup on it. So they can say that, and it could be true, but it could also be on the false side where it's like they've added markup to it. So it's, can you trust the IB? That's the thing. Daily setup trade, but on 1 minute scalps, high frequency trading. Stove, at the end of the day, if something works for you, don't change it. And the first thing is, if it works for you, great. And then secondly, is it sustainable? High frequency trading, is it something that you will be able to sustain on a long period of time? For instance, Miles taking one trade or two trades a session, that's sustainable. He comes in, it's actually more than sustainable. He's a little bit bored the rest of the day. He's going to tell you he's not bored, but he is bored. If he took a trade before market open, that's the entire day open. But just make sure it's sustainable.
Yo, guys, you're not getting those closes. Price is a bit scared to close outside our levels. So it's a bit of a waiting game for me once again. Nothing that I want to trade yet.
Anything under pip is great. Yeah. Anything under pip, you'll most likely pay commissions, because that's the broker is either going to get you with the commissions or they're going to get you with the spread. So when you don't pay commissions, your spreads increase. So they're going to get their $7 either way. Then if it's something to do with like a plugin, you'll see that you'll get executed at a worse spot. And even when you close, they close you not at the bid and the ask, they close it out slightly less. So the broker will get what's due to him. So don't think you trade raw spreads, this and that. They'll charge you somewhere on the execution, where as soon as you close, it will look like the candle drops, and it's like, oh shit! But that was supposed to be 20 pips, and I only got 18. They will get what is theirs. Jordan, the execution is shit. I'm gonna be very honest. The XNS raw spread. They definitely have got a dealer plugin on that account. So slippage on orders, buy stops, sell stops, and then also it looks like they've got like a little bit of a plugin for when you close as well. Savannah.
Bro, is this the same playlist for the whole week?
It is the same playlist. So
Crazy.
what playlist did you use when you streamed?
I made my own playlist.
But from non-copyright or was it copyright?
Non-copyright. But the cuck is, I'd pay for it.
Or was it with
What's that place?
I know, man.
It's a black wall.
Yeah.
I forgot. Shit, what is it called now?
But the cuck is if you stop subscribing.
Epidemic Sound.
Epidemic.
Yeah.
If you stop subscribing,
That's the
then
thing.
they eat you.
That's the thing. So, as long as you pay your subscription, everything's monetized. If not, so they get you. They definitely get you. So I would download their music and then make my own playlists, which came out dope. Like there was some,
No, you had
Some
I
top
watched some of
tracks.
the streams back then.
but the only thing is that now. So now, do you want free stuff?
I was trying to like do your course, but
Oh.
like low key. That's why I went under the name Marker Maker, and I said, "Teach me the way of the 90% win rate."
The Temper Boys. Yeah, shit. Last month was good. Let's pray that this is a blessed month as well. Let's see. Guys, we got a bit of time. 12 minutes for gold to close beneath. I need to close beneath, man. And I don't want it to just rip down, which I feel like it might just do.
Savannah. But you gotta be honest, the Savannah song is on.
So last year for Hill Climb, couple mates and I went up to Neisner. Was dope. Went up just in M cars, couple M cars. We rode through, had a great time.
Where was this?
Neisner Hill Climb for Samola.
Oh yeah.
So the evening, obviously, you come back, and you come to a point where you're like, we're bored of Brying, kind of bored of just chilling here, speaking shit. Let's hit the town, man. Let's check what's happening in Neisner. Neisner is cuck. Like the nightlife and all of that stuff, it's shit. So we found ourselves at this random pub club, and they're playing Gqom music, which I don't have a problem with.
Wait. Gqom.
Gqom.
Boom, that's what we talked about in the car.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And there's this song that's playing the whole time, and I don't know what the name of the song is, but the song goes, "My light is Savannah." So every time I hear this Savannah song, it makes me think of that. So what they did was they have obviously a Savannah, and then they put lights under it. Now they're dancing around the club
Hey, Savannah.
with it like that. So that's two
Boom.
different versions of Savannah and Savannah.
Chad, Miles, while we were driving back, Miles told me about Gom and Amapiano.
What did you think Amapiano was?
I thought it was a song, bro. I honestly thought like Amapiano was like a song title or something.
Oh shit, boys! Me and Mo had to school gigs quickly.
And then Miles told me about Gom. I didn't know, bro. We can push the like buttons, guys. Chad, 220 of you, 82 likes. If we can get it to 200, we're giving away a $10,000 account here today.
Why? Why don't you use red and green candles? This is our indicator that changes the colors.
The MFX way.
Yeah, I should try it. It's the MFX indicator.
It's all about that blue.
Yeah. And we've just noticed that when you have like a blue and a red chart, your demo account brings more numbers, like dollar numbers. So
Do people
Try
then
that.
sign more up to your IP as well?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you change your candle colors.
if you change the candle colors as well.
Boom. You must send me a link so you can post it in the chat here
Oh yeah.
for the MFX indicator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just let me know when you've got it ready.
I think
Yeah,
I should-
WhatsApp it to me.
Okay.
Let's get
Chad, if we can close something like this, if I hold this out, that's a candle low over there. So now that you're breaking that, if we can close something like this, next candle open up the flip of that candle, I'll look for the shorts.
Yeah, trading with Dan, I've actually seen that. Changing your candle colors and white wicks. Definitely. I just changed it. I changed it to white now again. My win rate was quite low. But it's back to 100%, so I might change it again. I don't want to retire at the end of the week. Yeah, I just want to stay humble, dude. I don't want the money to change me. Chris, do you ever had... Dylan, it all depends, dude. I've had trades, for instance, December. I had a US 30 trade that was up about 450 points. I've had trades where I take 30. Like this morning, I only took 30 points. It all depends. It all depends.
Depends how much people signed up under your link. Because obviously if you don't have that much, you need to get more pips.
Yeah. I don't want money to change me. Hey Brian, I wanna be humble, man. I don't want the riches of this world. Jan, I'm honest when I say that. You think I'm lying. There was a time in my life
Savannah.
where I was literally laying in bed one night, and I'm like, "Your life is so good, like financially, like I'm on a level financially where young guys my age, people that retire are not even at that stage." And I literally felt like, imagine I had to die now and things are so good. And that is the wrong way to think about it. Where if you think about it from a spiritual perspective, it talks about us being like a vapor. This life is like a vapor. And it also talks about not letting things of the flesh hold you down. So you being material. So it talks about not you shouldn't be attached to these things, where you become so connected to the earthly things. Dude, I honestly sat with a very wealthy man as well, and he said his biggest fear is him dying and his wife remarries and that new husband gets to enjoy all of the wealth he's created.
I'll haunt my wife.
Bro, he's literally said he'll kick her in the back.
I'll come and haunt her. Switch the lights off the whole time.
He literally said he'll come and kick her in the back. I don't want I like kicks with 2 loaves of bread. No IB link, no Cuban link. Miles Chris, when I get my first payout, can I buy you guys a chow end of April pickled fish? Hey Carl, anything, my brother.
Just make sure you come in the hot cross buns.
Okay, Ikhshan, let's quickly check it. Gold is in zone, Chad. So let's just monitor gold here. US 30 for me is currently not in any zone. It's on its way lower. But gold is definitely getting close to that zone we spoke about. Let's just quickly jump here. There's gold. So looking on the delta, still net positive, 1,300 cons to the upside. There's that point of control, trading quite a bit away from VWAP. But effectively, that zone from yesterday, we'll see if we actually break through. We'll break through and retest and go down, or whether we'll hold. So trade yesterday I shared on my story was the daily pivot, I believe, and Asia high was here. So yesterday's gold trade, remember I told you guys, if we reject that zone, I'm going short on stream. I don't know if you guys remember. So we failed to reject Asia highs, I think, or there was some pivot level there. I think it was the daily or one. Failed to reject, we held, and then I took the longs from there up to that level. So that was the gold trade from yesterday. We did speak about that, or I spoke about it in the chat. So that same zone high from yesterday, let's call it that session high. This is the same zone I'm looking at now to potentially execute. So what I'm looking for is a nice push into the zone, nice bullish engulfing out of it, and then we'll execute. All right. So gold is nicely in zone for us. Let's check if we can get it. Yes, Chris, preach. We enter this world with nothing and we leave 100%, my brother. Only the character we build. I think lots of people misinterpret the Bible to not be rich, the love of money. Yes, Dylan, I think it's when things, and I'm not saying things shouldn't be good for you on earth, Chad. Let's just be honest here. All I'm saying is you shouldn't be so fixated on material wealth that it's like, oh, God, just keep me alive because things are so good on earth. I don't actually want to see you. Because if you think about it, when you pass away, you step from this world into the next. So it's almost like, God, I don't want to see you. Things are too good here with my little bit of money that I have. You can't worship 2 masters, 100%, my brother. You cannot. Absolutely not. Every other god is an idol. And I think for that reason, shortly after that, I lost everything. So that was quite ironic. I think God had like a little bit of a sense of humor here. Like, yo, it's so good.
Psych.
Let's get you back on your knees, young man. It's like, sure. Too big to fail. Think you're too big to fail? Let me show you you're not too big to fail. I should have listened to Grom music then because I was feeling a little Grom. Alright. right, chat. Let's wait here for gold. Some young guy again, possibly longs in yesterday with break-off test. Yeah, it's just ranging at this stage, my brother. US 30. There's nothing for me as of yet. I'm just looking at gold now.
GJ also pushed heavily. There's nothing I can do about that now.
Oh, did it push again?
Yeah, down. But it's too far down. I need some sort of retracement.
Oh. Dylan Pino, hey guys, been here like less than a week and I love it. Awesome, my brother. Tini, good morning. Chris, is the April comp on? It is. I believe there's already some guys shooting out the lights, so April comp is live and going. Chad, if you want to join us for NFP on Friday live with the G's, use code NFP, 20% off your Vault Funder challenge. We will be trading NFP live with you guys Wednesday. Please note that you have to use the code NFP for us to send you all of the details. That ends on Wednesday. Then you guys will be added to the group for Friday. So NFP, code NFP. Dylan, why do I feel like you've been here longer, dude? Why do I feel like you've been part of the chat? Or unless I'm thinking about a different I don't know why that name looks so familiar. Alright, chat, let's see gold here close in the next 2.5 minutes. We're gonna see if we can close, get a bounce off this level. Yeah, we've got a few Dylans. Chris, what do you think about NAS at Asia highs? Let's quickly check it for you, Jexy. Order flow now starting to go bullish again. Let's check NAS quickly. Asia highs. Jexy. No, remember, Jex, I said we have to monitor that zone. Remember that daily zone? So we've effectively rejected that zone. In terms of trying to get long on this, no, it still remains the same, Jex. We need to close above there. I wouldn't long from here. If I'm being very, very honest with you, I will rather sit it out. If you want to do a 4-hour zone here for yourself, you can. But personally, I would say that level we failed to hold above earlier. You would have to hold above there. So I would rather say look short from Asia highs if we reject here. Because Asia lows are untapped. And then if you want a longs above here. That daily zone. Otherwise, that was the rejection. Alrighty. Jexana Manana. Giddy, oh yes, brother. I'm in from Asia highs, targeting previous weekly low. Chad, listen here. The tools we've given to you guys. Every trade that we take, even the trade for you indicator that's coming, is based off everything you guys have. The tools have been given to you. It's just a matter of how you use it. A lot of you use it to your advantage. A lot of you have seen very good success. And some of you are still strategy hopping. You're still watching multiple streams. You're going to this guy. You're going to that guy. You're busy with this guy's course. You're busy with that guy's strategy. So we've given you all of the tools here. Miles gave you all of the tools for our E-trades. Keegan has given you all of the tools for how he trades. It's just a matter of you need to now get to the stage where you start implementing one. If the way Miles trades resonates with you, only trade the way Miles trades. Don't trade the way I do. Trade Miles' way. If what I do resonates with you, then, but don't jump. Don't jump.
Yeah.
Choose your strat and execute. All right. Stay with one one young guy. That is gold. Stay with one young guy. All right, chat. If we get a bullish candle close here on gold, we will execute longs. This will be us in the longs.
I feel like GJ is ready to.
Let's check what Miles. I'll 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
I feel like GJ could be ready to rip and ride, boys.
Keegs is looking different. Keegs got a tan, bro. Keegs has been hitting the beach. He goes for haircuts now every Thursday. And he's got glasses.
193.038. 193.0. Yeah. I'll do this, boys. If we re-break those lows, I'm going to go with GJ shorts, okay?
Shorty on the J.
So if we re-break GJ's current lows, it is very aggressive, but we've had our close, we've had our retest. It's made a low. So my thing is, if it's not going to continue, it's going to go up right now, for sure. But if it's going to re-break the low, I'm going to anticipate the price will continue driving, and I want to be part of that. So I'm going to watch it carefully now, and if it re-breaks the low, I'll grab it. Patience. Gold's at that dynamic level of support right now, and let's see how it's going to react. If it closes beneath, I'll short. However, if it looks to start setting up a type 2, that's also a play for me.
Yeah, Chad. I'm just gonna go split screen here. Split screen here. Gold. If we close bullish engulfing here in the next couple of minutes, sorry guys, I'm just gonna have to do something like this. Bullish engulfing outside of that zone, we are going long. All right. Let's maybe do less of Bookmap, more chart. There we go. "90 seconds, get ready." This is the final boarding call for Gold Airlines. We're about to hit Asia highs. Shortly after that, we will be going to Limassol, Cyprus. Just do an IB deal. And shortly after that, we'll come back. I'm going to wait for sweep or previous daily high on gold. Previous daily high on gold. Where is it? Why am I not seeing it? Where was the previous? Alright. 40 seconds, Chad. Stops are going to be about 65. Yeah, 65 piplets on gold. Going for a 1-to-1 standard. 25 seconds. Get ready, get ready. Bro. Almost nicked my account there. Alrighty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Chat, that's me in gold bars. Let's go. 65 stop. 65 stop. And we are going for 1-to-1. Yeah, very, very simple. 65. 1 is 1.
1 is 1.
The IB way.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna add those sell stops now on GJ 193038. Right, let's see. $193,038. Sell stop on GJ pending. Stop loss 30 pips. Gain 10.
Hi Chris, just a question about work. So I've recently been asked to accept a better position at work. However, the offer is for €700 less. In what aspects are they saying it's a better position at work? And if it's a better position, why are they going to pay you less? Because ultimately, you get paid for what you're worth. And it's based on your problem solving abilities and your capacity. In any corporate environment, what it's all about is capacity. If you've got the capacity to do what 3 people can't, then they're going to pay you quite a bit of money. If you've got the ability to think on your feet, they're going to pay you quite a bit of money. If you've got the ability to make decisions on your own under pressure, they're going to pay you a lot of money. It's not always to do with technical. It's about grinding under pressure. Imagine you hit a TPO broker says April Fools. Jason, that's tough, my dude. That's tough because at the end of the day, you selling your time and getting €700 less a month. That means you're getting less for your time. So me working, okay, yeah, then that's different. Then that's different. Look, I don't have all of it in front of me, so I can't make a decision for you. Pray about it, see what you've got peace with, and then whatever you have peace with at all, that's going to be what you need to do. All right, Chad, when we're around about 50% to TP, then I'll go break even on this. We'll see where she goes. Volume is consolidating at these lows. Delta is still net positive on gold. We haven't retested VWAP, so we can also do a little bit of a mean reversion play, or we can get absolutely wrecked here. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We're taking our shots as they go. This is the first retest. Yes, first retest today after we created this resistance zone yesterday. So very simple retest of that zone yesterday. Expecting a bounce. If we do not get a bounce and we break through, we might look at going short from there, because then effectively this entire move above becomes a fake out, and us going back below becomes the fake out back into the range, something like that. So very, very simple. Either way, we will We will execute on this and we will do well on it. All right. That's 9k euro less per year. They're still getting the same person for less. I've asked them to negotiate the offer. Trading with Dan, that's the quickest way to become insolvent. Quit your job, just learn to trade like your life. And no. Trading with Dan, that is horrific, horrific advice.
Type 2 on GJ. Type 2 on gold also rising now. And then GJ, no top wick on the 15. No top wick on the 30.
Looking at NAS quickly for Jexy. Jexy, there's your little rejection. Yeah, shorts based off that idea there. I would only long above here, my brother. So it can still go long, but I wouldn't long it. I wouldn't long it from here.
Okay, guys, I'm in on gold. 31.28.79 was my entry. 30 pip stop loss for a 10 pip gain on gold. Let's see how she runs. We're pretty much in the same trade as Chris at the moment, just a little bit later. And then I'm removing GJ because there's no top wick. So removing GJ, there's no top wick, and on gold we are in. And then, just in case you didn't know, guys, this is purely just education, eh?
And vibes.
Education and vibes. This is not financial advice. If you want to speak to a financial advisor, contact your financial advisor. We are not him.
But you'll give them advice if they join your IB link.
Definitely not even. Nah, not even.
I'm joking.
Those guys will choke me.
I'm joking.
But if you join on my IB link, the nice thing is you can see my face every day.
You can
Monday
send
to
feed
Friday.
pics.
Thursdays and Wednesdays and Fridays. Then you'll also get exclusive TPs like that, where you just hit 10 pips because you're so damn good at that shit. And that's the first trade of the month. Absolutely slaughtered.
All right,
GG's,
Chad, for
boys.
you guys that took it with me, 36. I'm going to go break even here. We're going for 65. So I'm going break even on this position. I'm going to move stops into break even. And then we'll smack a TP there at 65.
Can we, Chad, can we do something for IG quickly? I actually haven't posted one of these on IG in a bit. Can we get some W's in the chat for that gold call? 10 is 10, baby. So that was the thing with gold. I knew she would give a strong impulse. So the thing is that because these candles are so large, I pretty much had to have a perfect stop. But, guys, beautiful gold longs caught on stream. Absolutely stunning. 10 is 10, MFX way. Let's go. Like a stuff.
Chad, yeah, I'm literally just moving my take profit 59 pips there, just purely because we've got that little zone here. I just want to see, like, if you guys want to take it, that's 35 pips. That's half R for anyone that wants to lock it in there. We've got the 31.30 there, and then we also have this little zone right here to the left. So I'm happy to wait here. The trade for me is still valid. I still want to see that push into that 60 pips right there. There's no risk for us on this trade, so there's no need to get nervous or anxious. The risk is off the table, and all I want to see is that this 5-minute closes inside of that zone. What will happen then is the next candle will create a bottom wick, and we'll push up into that zone. We can even go all the way back up here, but for me that's more than enough. 60 pips. I'm just gonna P for TP. I will see you gents now. Peace and love.
Cool. Like a start to the month. What's that? I will. Send it to me. Send it to me. Yeah. I will. Under your, I'll do $500,000. I'll do $500,000 at 20 lots. Perfect. Got you.
You have to at least take 2 trades a day. Otherwise, I can get off.
I can do it. I can do it. GG's though, Chad. How old are you guys now? Chris is 40. Yo. Nah, Chris isn't there yet, and I'm not there yet. So I just turned 19, and Chris is 28. Just even like one boy. Yeah, guys, if you blink, you missed it. It's gotta be ready. Oof, gold. I'm 19, and Chris is 29. That should be full TP for Chris as well there, boys. Oh, that's a solid ass day. So you guys can't even see my screen. But yeah, TP's all around, man. TP's all around the table. Miles, the new viewers won't be able to tell the difference between... I know, guys, I'm not... I think me and Chris have a very, our... How do I say this?
60 is 60. Alright.
Our jokiness, man. What's the word for that? What's our humor? Chris and I have a very similar sense of humor. So we have that dry, sarcastic humor.
Alright, Chad,
Sort of
that
vibe.
is 60 for you guys.
Chris, when's your 30th? I think, guys, Chris's 30th is the end of May. I think I actually want to do something for him.
Can I also do the IJ thing?
You have to.
But can I put my link in the story?
Have
there?
to.
The IB link.
Have to.
Okay.
And say for your 30th birthday, you're going to give 30% discount on all Vault Finder challenges.
30%.
But it's only in May, though.
But are we going to say we only share these trades if you under our IB link?
Yes. So what happens is if you're not
With
under our
blank
IB
screen,
link,
you can't see it.
yes, you can't see the
Okay,
screen.
Okay. Chad. All right, here we go. 60 is 60 gold. Chad, if you took advantage of that, trade for you is going to do an absolute number with Bookmap. There we go. 60 is 60. W. A lot of winners. Miles already in and out. We are out now. So beautiful. IB link. We don't have one yet, but we'll get one. All right.
GG's, boys. Gold with a nice volume. Was it? No. So that was the 15 close and then that 15 engulfing off for the next candle. That's how I got in on those type 2s. So type 2 off here, you got your 15 close. Next candle gives that bottom wick break of the highs aggressively as price rejects that major QP. And then obviously the overall idea is that you're overall bullish. So you're looking for that retracement. So guys, I always recommend you guys do this. Go back on all our streams and you'll see that every call that we take is what we preach about in the beginning. So we spoke about price coming to this. So it was either breaking the highs and we long, or just retesting, holding, and we long. Doubled your account, yo buddy, what's your risk?
Yes, the
Master chops.
that is tough.
Deposited this morning and made 100% just by listening to your lives. Yo guys, what are you guys risking, bro? This isn't NFP, dog. NFP's on Friday. Damn. Okay, you guys are crazy. Another thing, just for educational purposes, as none of these trades should be taken because all of these trades are losers. A closure above this level, a retest will also follow through with a drive.
Oaks are leveraging. Yeah, Oaks are using all of the leverage. Leave some leverage for the rest of the day.
What's your
Just
risk?
made
All of it?
250%. Jeez.
Yeah, for
Hey, Chad. 50 is 50, baby. Brian,
these guys are thinking this is a
Yo,
Jason
NFP,
Noah signal group.
200 Rand.
200 Rand signal group. Hi guys, I just took 3 trades. Okay, show us then.
Full send is full send.
Show us.
Full port on the G's. Chad, I had years ago, when I started off as an IB, I had a WhatsApp group. And you make calls, and the guys actually have more faith in you. And the one guy showed me the one that I think he made like 200K. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? It's like, no, but your calls have been on. So I was like, I'm gonna throw it. And I think I made like 10 or 20K. And I'm like, yeah, this man has got blindly just following me. I'm like, hey, this could happen, this.
No, it is like that, bro. Because even last year, when I was streaming on the MFX YouTube page, there was this dude that was watching me since Feb until like June side, and he sent a message to the YouTube chat saying he made $34,000 just taking my trades. And I'm like, bro, you shouldn't be taking my trades.
34,000.
I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Louise.
It's like almost a mil.
Dude, what is that? Chad, like I mentioned, gold can potentially go all the way back up here to your daily R1. But that's not my trade to take. I'm very happy with this. All about that compounding life. US 30 as well. I'm not going to take any trades further. There's your EQ. If you really want to get involved, you can wait for something to break out, reject, something like that, go short, then go back into your daily pivot level. That could be a trade, but I already took my 2 wins this morning, so I'm not going to be greedy. That's 100 pips for the morning, so I'll go on to the rest of the day and this afternoon. There's nothing else that, like I mentioned, GJ, for me, there wasn't anything I really liked there. GU, I told you guys I am short because of that Asia highs. I know some of the Asia high boys caught that. Yeah, that actually happened early. But Miles, anything, I think we're done.
No, we're definitely done.
Sticking around now. If you missed it, you missed it. Make sure to join live every morning, 8:30 new time. 8:30. We're streaming 3 o'clock this afternoon. Miles, thank you so much again, my brother.
Thanks, you, bro.
Thank you for Chad and all of you guys, legends. Can I ask you guys a massive favor? You guys got some beautiful trades here today. Hit that like button. 250 of you, 130 likes. Yeah, if you guys would be so kind. On gold outcomes, you don't... trading with Dan, my brother, it's what we do, you shouldn't do. So if you want to trail your stops, do it, my brother. We don't have to do anything other than what we want to do. And I'm not saying that in an ugly way, but it's like Miles taking 10 pips, he takes 10 pips. If he takes 20, he takes 20. It's honestly... These streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only, and you can take what you can from these streams and make it your own and still implement your own. But Chad, as we leave, thanks so much. We'll see you guys 3 p.m. Hit that like button before you leave. GG's in the chat. Peace and love, baby.
Good. Cheers, boys. Have a like one. Bye.
Cheers.
crashing down. All around this empty town, we're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. go.